Today, I will show you how to prepare a hunter salad for the winter. First, I'll peel 4 onions. I will mince the onion. I put the ground onion in a deep pan. Now I will cut and grind a kilogram of tomatoes. I add the ground tomatoes to the pan. I put the pan on the stove. I will stir and cook at a lower temperature for 30 minutes, stirring occasionally. While the tomatoes are cooking, I will clean and chop 2 kilos of washed peppers. Write me in the comments from which country are you watching me. It's nice to see each other all over the world. I cut the pepper. Now I will cut 500 grams of peeled and washed carrots. I chopped a carrot, and then I will chop a head of garlic. After 30 minutes of cooking, I add paprika. I add carrots, garlic. I'll stir. I add 2 bay leaves, 30 grams of salt, 100 grams of sugar, 100 milliliters of olive oil, 100 milliliters of vinegar 9%. I will stir. I will cook for an hour, stirring occasionally. After an hour of cooking, this is what our hunting salad looks like. I will cook it for another 30 minutes because I want my salad to be thicker. After an hour and a half of cooking, I will remove the bay leaf. I add chopped parsley. I will stir and continue cooking for another 10 minutes. I need clean and washed jars. I sterilize the jars in the oven at 100 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. While the salad is hot, I immediately pour it into the jars. I'll wipe the top of the jar. I immediately close with lids that I sterilized in boiling water for 10 minutes. Leave the jars to cool gradually, and then store them in a dark and cool place until use. If you like the recipe for Hunter's salad, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, dear friends. I have kept tomatoes in a jar for years, without preservatives. In the middle of winter, I have a salad that looks like it was just picked. I washed the tomatoes, and for canning I need only firm and healthy fruits. I do not use overripe tomatoes. I cut the larger tomatoes into quarters. Write me in the comments from which country are you watching me? It's nice to know that we are watching each other all over the world. I'll just cut the smaller tomatoes in half. Paprika gives natural sweetness, color, and a nicer structure to the whole salad. The onion penetrates the tomatoes during storage and gives the salad a fuller flavor. Use garlic sparingly, as its flavor becomes stronger during long storage. I need clean and washed jars. I add a few peppercorns to each jar. Spices should bring out the taste of the tomatoes, not completely cover the taste. I add onions. I add a clove of garlic. I add paprika. I add half a teaspoon of salt. I add a spoonful of sugar. I add a spoonful of vinegar. Do not reduce the amount of vinegar by heart, because the acidity protects the jar from spoilage. I add fresh parsley. I put tomatoes in jars. The correct ratio of salt, sugar, and vinegar gives good taste and safety during storage. Do not fill the jar to the top. I pour water into the jars to cover the tomatoes. I'll wipe the top of the jar. I close the jars with clean lids. I need a deeper pot. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pan, and I put the jars in the pot. I pour water up to the height of the lid. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I will pasteurize it for 20 minutes. After pasteurizing for 20 minutes, I will leave the jars to cool completely in the water. When the jars have cooled, the center part of the lid must sink. I store the jars in a dark and cool place until use. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, friends. I will prepare perfectly crispy pickles, ideal for a salad or a sandwich. I will wash the cucumbers first. I cut the cucumber into thicker slices. Now I need clean and washed jars. I use 750 milliliter jars. I add mustard seeds to each jar. Peppercorns. Dill. a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of sugar, 5 tablespoons of alcoholic vinegar 9%, I will fill the jars with cucumber rings. Do not fill the jar to the top. I will fill the jars with cold water to cover the cucumbers. I'll wipe the top of the jar. And I close the jars with clean lids. I need a deeper pan. I put a cloth on the bottom of the pot, and I put the jars in the pot. I pour water up to the height of the lid. I put the pan on the stove. From the moment the water boils, I will pasteurize it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes of pasteurization, I remove the pan from the stove. I will leave the jars to cool completely in the water. When the jars have cooled, the center part of the lid must sink. I store the jars in a dark and cool place, preferably in the basement. If you like the video, leave me a heart in the comment and a like. Thank you, friends.